I am Matt Fletcher, and I am in an attic of a house built in, I believe, 1996. It's a big house. We typically refer this to as a McMansion in the inspection business. And one of the characteristics of a McMansion is they have complicated roof lines. They have a lot of peaks on them. And a complicated roof tends to have more leak issues than a very simple roof. You know, a gable roof that, you know, up one side and down the other, there's no valleys or things like that in it. It's hard for it to spring a leak. But this is a McMansion, and it's got a lot of peaks and valleys. And I found a leak. This is a moisture meter, and the red indicates wet. So I saw some staining here in the attic area over the garage, and sure enough, it is leaking here. So red means it's wet. So that's not an old stain, and you can actually feel that it's wet to the touch as well. So if you stick this in a dry piece of wood, here's a dry piece of wood, it stays green. Green is good. Red is bad. There's red. That wood right there is red. So this is where it comes down and meets the house. There's the brick siding that comes through here. So this is kind of a danger area, you know, for leaks. So even if I don't find a leak, I always put a comment in my reports about these houses about the roofs being prone to leaking. And to watch out for it. Be careful. Come up here if you're going to buy this house. Come up here and look once in a while. See what's going on. I'm going to go outside and give you a shot of the front so you know what I'm talking about. If I can get out of here quickly. I don't like to edit these videos because it takes too long, so I'm just going to let the camera hang around my neck. I'm going to go back down the hatch here. Whoa. The stairs just kind of buckled with me. You know, by the way, these are garbage. Get the aluminum ones, okay? They're like 50 more bucks. And they'll last a lot longer. So you can see this is a neighborhood of bigger, nicer homes. Here's my trusty truck. So that leak, see, this is a complex roof line. Lots of peaks, lots of valleys. In fact, I took a picture earlier going like this because that is a danger area, and I was going to put that in my report. So I believe that leak is right in that area. So anyhow, you get the idea. So these kind of houses have that kind of issue. This has wood siding on it. It's engineered lumber. It's not real wood. It's a particle board or OSB siding. Looks like real wood. Here it is right here. This is wood siding right here. Above it is real dimensional lumber. It's 1 by 6 or 8, whatever that is. But this is actually particle board or plywood. And when it first came out, it had a lot of issues. Let me get away from that AC because I know it's going to get in my sound. But they dialed it in. It's better than it used to be. But this house is 20 years old. It's built in the 90s. So it's got some issues up here. See that up there where it usually starts to come apart at the edge like that. So right there, and then under this window over here in the lower left corner, you can see I could take my screwdriver and stick right in there like butter, you know, like warm butter. I can tell by looking at it. So, and then another issue on these houses is the windows. I'm going to shut this air conditioning on. pull the fuse out, so I don't want to have to talk over the air. See, these have wood windows, and these wood windows tend to fail on these houses, you know, because they don't have storm windows on them. They have double pane glass. They tend to fail right in these corners, and then the seals fail. So you can see this seal has been covered up with aluminum, and a lot of them are like that. I don't think it was like that originally. I think this was done later. So you can see the aluminum comes right up on the window sash. You can see there's a crank in there, but the aluminum comes up on the sash, and they caulked it. So this window will not open. So why would they do that? Because the sill was rotted, I'm guessing. So a lot of the windows on this house are like this. So this is another issue these houses have. So, you know, one is the complex roofs that leak, two is this wood siding, engineered lumber siding, and three is the windows. These type of windows have those issues. So, you know, I'm not saying they're bad houses. These are just the types of issues that you see. So an experienced inspector knows, you know, when I get the call to come and inspect this house and I look at pictures of it on the internet, you know, the listing ticket, I know what to look for when I get there. I could actually start writing the report before I get there. So, so that's it.